I'm Katie Healy. I'm from the south suburb of Chicago, specifically Blue Island, which is basically known for having a bleep ton of trains going through it every day, all day. I have an older brother, a younger sister, and one of the things that I find really important to me is video games. So I brought my Switch. Xbox dude and PlayStation supporter are wrong. Nintendo is God and fight me. Video games both represent my love of video games, but also my family. All of my favorite systems have been things with a lot of couch multiplayer support, which means that you can sit next to your siblings or your family and yell at them about red shells while you play with them. So there's no headsets or yelling at people in other rooms. And it's a thing that my family does a lot. So when I went home last weekend for my grandfather's funeral, my family spent a lot of time bonding over video games. It's something that we all find comforting. It's something that we associate with our childhood, and it's something that's very meaningful to me. I have these postcards that are Takashi Murakami pieces of art. They look incredibly weird, but there was an exhibit at the Art Institute of Chicago a few months ago, and my mom got them for me because I'm really into this artist. And I feel these represent both my love of art, but also the fact that I grew up going to museums. Both my parents are teachers, and so I grew up with memberships to the Shedd Aquarium, to the Field Museum, and to the Museum of Science and Industry. And all of these things are very important to me because I've spent a lot of time going to them over the years, and I can basically walk other people through as a tour guide. We had a field trip to the Art Institute during my J term, and I was there with a friend, and I basically walked her through an entire exhibit, giving her all of this backstory and context for all of these things. And I was worried she'd get bored because I was so excited that I kept on jabbering about everything, but apparently she really enjoyed it. Her mom said that she was super excited about it. And another thing that I find very important is my sketch pad. Currently I don't have a lot of them in this one because this is a new one and I forgot my other one at home in Chicago. But I feel that it is important to me. I do a lot of art, and it also represents the fact that I have ADHD, and it's really hard for me to sit through classes without doing something or fiddling my thumbs or something. And my personal way of dealing with this is to doodle through class, which means that I tend not to take notes, but it also means that I've spent a lot of time drawing, and it's something that is very meaningful to me. And all of my art skill is just from sheer time spent doodling in class, which I probably shouldn't be proud of, but I kind of am. And then finally is my scarf, which I wear all through winter and sometimes through summer. My mom actually knit this for my brother years ago, and my brother basically went, "I don't want it." And I found it up in the attic a few years ago, and it's now my winter scarf, and it's very meaningful to me because, first off, I don't think a lot of moms would knit this for their kids, but also it's just such a goofy scarf, and I feel it represents my personality pretty well because I'm kind of a goofy person. These are my items. They're all very meaningful to me, and I hope that this has showed you a little bit more about who I am.